Alright, how's it going? So spending gold in Summoner's Greed always has a positive effect of some sort, but a lot of the times I see players spend their gold incorrectly in a wrong priority, right? So spending gold will always have a positive benefit, right? Some sort of positive benefit, but maybe not as much as if you spent it on something else that could have been better, right? Such as spending your gold on stuff such as cheaper units to more reliably farm Evil Summoner on auto, or spending your gold on units that you want to use for your current DPS carry in the game, such as a Kevin for Nightmare mode. So, although the two examples of wasting gold or kind of wasting gold I'm going to bring up, they yield some sort of benefit, but not as much as if you were to do something such as what I just said before. So, yeah, I'm trying a new recording format as well. Let me know if you like it or not. Alright, so the first example I'm going to bring up here is spending gold on units that don't really need gold to function well or to be used, right? So this includes stuff such as Anubis, which is only there for the debuff, or stuff such as King in Yellow, which is only there for Cosmic Miasma, Deathbite's ability, basically ability-based monsters that have abilities that don't change on upgrades. You don't want to spend your gold on these units because, well, it effectively does nothing, right? It increases their base damage by a little bit for their basic attacks, but that's really not why they're there, and it doesn't really impact your game that much. So it's much better to spend it on other things that will have more impact on your game, rather than upgrading a King in Yellow, which doesn't even have good damage at max level and is not really there for damage anyways. In addition to that, this is going to be the second gold waste I'm going to be talking about, is upgrading stuff such as Fireball and Lightning, right? These spells, right, they do some amount of damage, but it's really not all that much to justify the amount of gold you sink into them. Deep Freeze is somewhat different, right? It has some sort of use as a stun, but honestly, with how frequent stuns are in anti-perma-stunning stuff, you won't really see much use of it, especially with many players opting to play AFK rather than actively, right? So those are going to be two ways that I see a lot of players wasting their gold. And although they have some sort of benefit, and they do help, and you're seeing that on my account, I did spend my gold on these things, that's really because they're incredibly low priority, and you should really just focus on them after you have a lot of stuff done. Although I do have to say that specifically for these unit upgrades here, I wouldn't really say they're too much of a waste compared to the spells, because they do help out in getting more reliable Evil Summoner clears. It's just that you should probably prioritize the cheaper ones first, such as Deathbite here, because they are cheaper to upgrade and you can more easily get them to the point where they can be contributing to Evil Summoner clear. So that's pretty much going to be it for the video. Just two common ways I see people wasting their gold, especially with upgrading these more expensive units that don't really need upgrades to be useful, right? I see a lot of players saying, oh, King in Yellow is my first mythic, I'm going to go upgrade King in Yellow. I just have to say, like, okay, no, that's probably not the best decision, because it doesn't really make much of an impact whether you upgrade him or not. Your account's new, so focus on upgrading stuff that is more important to your progression. Yeah, that's the video. Like, subscribe, see ya.